Swinburne University of Technology.
So first of all, thank you so much to Swinburne for hosting this afternoon. It's a great opportunity and a privilege to be with you to talk about transforming organisational culture and creating transformational change. When I started to put the presentation together, I started to think about, and I'll come back to no I won't, I'll introduce my panellists right now actually. So we're going to do a brief input session at the start where I just want to set up some frames around culture and around transformation and what that means. And then I want to spend some time talking about some lessons from the field. And I've asked three guests here today to talk to you. And so we have Fred Furnell, who's the Managing Director of Solaire Australia. We have Chris McLaughlin, who's the Executive Director of People and Culture at the Alfred. I have to remember your title you're just Chris to me. And of course Andrew Morrison, who's a Senior Partner at Clayton Utz. So those three individuals, Fred really represents transformational change in a corporate environment, in a more commercially focused environment, although both parties would say they're equally as commercially focused. Chris McLaughlin is really in a public entity and we'll be able to talk about transformational change at Alfred Health. And Andrew will talk fundamentally from the voice of the client. So Andrew was involved in a change initiative, in a transformational change initiative, of which he had no say. So he was a recipient of the work of the change agents, of those and the internal practitioners. So I thought it would be useful to hear his reflections on what it was like to be part of a change process. So they'll be our panellists, and after I do a brief setup, we'll call them to the front and certainly I'll set them up with some questions, and then I'll be looking to you to ask them any specific questions that you might like to have answered out of the work today.
This has been a Swinburne production.